speaking my language. I'ma get it, and so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Don't make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, that's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution, around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that job peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's that.
On the give, here's McBride.
He finds some open field here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now Edwards-Helaire. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now Jones. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the Vikings at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, here's McBride. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He has his target. It's Addison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense. Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now Jones wants to change it up. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Joseph is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete to McBride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
21.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Joseph's got it.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. The one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Jones on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
21.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught by Addison. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw again. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Jones' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Joseph is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, it's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Take it at the 37. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Here we go, here we go.
And now a run with McBride. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Jones. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 21. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Michael Pittman from 21 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Yellow. 57.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Jones on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And now look at him go. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs. Strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hall. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Here we go, get set. Here we go.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. On the move past the 40. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Kene Nwangu, one man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Jones now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. Joseph's got it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 41 yards. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. He's across midfield, and he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going to be caught here left side, Moore. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something.
That's caught inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seams parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready? Go.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down. Flush to his right.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Hall. And he's got this to Jefferson. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down. First and goal on the 40.
Here's McBride. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down and goal. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
0-15.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome. And this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Kansas City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.